What's up? It's episode 68. Welcome back to the show. What's up, guys? It's Jacqueline. Happy Tuesday. I'm doing something different right now. I'm on my Instagram Live per request. Guys, self-discipline has left the chat. I don't know what's going on this week. I had it in my soul today to... I'm going to address you. I have two cameras on me right now. I don't know what to do. I've never done this before. Hi! If you're on the live, I'm doing my show. This is the actual podcast. Hello. Anyway, self-discipline has left the chat. I woke up with a kink in my neck. Today sucked, and I'm now doing this at 6:30 p.m., which is an improvement from last night's podcast at 10. So here I am trying something new. I'm on my live. I don't know what to do. Life update. Work today. Woke up with a kink in my neck. Took a 2-hour nap. Now I'm doing a podcast. I didn't go outside. I don't know. There's so many cameras on me. I've never had this happen before. Hi, welcome to the live stream. I'm nervous. I don't know what to do. I don't edit this, and I'm like, I just need to drink my LaCroix and calm down. All right, guys. So this is what we're going to do today. I'm going to go into some quick shit I wanted to get off my chest about myself. Because this is my podcast, my show. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, by the way. Please go to the Apple Podcast app, go subscribe and leave a review. And you can watch this on YouTube if you're not watching it on the Instagram Live right now. So there you go. Also, if you want to support the show, support my career as a podcast host, you can go to patreon.com/tjms. Everyone gets a shout out at the end of every episode. Everyone gets my exclusive content. That's fun. So yeah, let's get into it. Refer to my notebook. I write notes. I'm not shy about that. This is not a one. I don't do this without some thoughts beforehand. So this is a left field thing I want to mention about myself that it came up. I did a live before the live. I did a warm-up live stream. I'm an athlete. I'm a conversation athlete. I talk to myself. This is my new thing I do, but I did a warm-up live stream, and I was like, what if I went back to my 2020 planner and read what I was up to during the beginning of the year before I, lost my job and got locked down and everything. And I had so many goals written down, and I have a thought about goal writing, not goal setting, specifically goal writing. Every time I physically take a pen to a pencil, paper, whatever, notebook, I feel like I'm tripping on my words. I'm so nervous. Hi, Robert. I'm doing this live right now. I'm not editing this podcast. This is the actual episode 68. That's my brother. Shout out Rob. He made my intro music. By the way, I always link it down into the show notes or whatever. Okay, back to this. This is so all over the place. Okay, deep breaths. I can do this. Okay, so every time I write my goals on paper, I sabotage it within, I'd say, minimum 2 days to 2 weeks. That is what happens every time without fail. Because I hate it. I get so stressed out when I read my old, my 2020 planner, my January goals. It stresses me out because I'm like, yep, I sabotaged. Yep, I sabotage. Yep, I sabotage. So this is what I need to unpack. Obviously not with you guys watching this live right now, but I wanted to get that off my chest. I don't know why I do that. Because the thought I had about podcasting daily was never something I wrote down on a piece of paper. I put it in my bio. I do a podcast 365 days a year, fucking whatever. Okay. That's just a flashy thing to get people's attention. Look at me. I do a podcast every day, whatever. Okay. But it was a thought I had, and it was an instant execution. It was like, I want to do this 7 days a week. Boom, I did it. I never wrote it down. I never premeditated about it. It just happened. And here we are. Okay, so I wanted to get that off my chest. What else? Someone wanted me to talk about Thanksgiving on my warm-up live stream in the locker room. That's what I should do. So, this is what I should do. I got 2 cameras on me. I don't know what to do right now. I should do a warm-up live stream and then do the actual one. But on the warm-up, people can give me topic ideas and shit so that I'm ready to go when I'm on the field on the microphone. What's happening? You guys, okay, so this is the actual number 68. If you're listening right now and you're not on my live stream, I apologize. I know how annoying that is, but what I'm going to do is hope to God people make comments, ask questions, and I'll respond back, and this will hopefully flow. But let me set the stage right now, okay? If you're not on YouTube, if you're not on the live, I'm, I got a full face of makeup. I got a bun on my head. Trying to make you guys, give you guys a visual or idea of what's going on. I got a big hoodie on, a big black hoodie, my pearl necklace, all my rings and shit. Are you guys gonna talk to me? Is this just are you just gonna watch and not participate in the live stream? I should ask you guys questions and then read responses. Biggest fear, go. Biggest insecurity after that, go. We'll just have a dialogue of random shit. So yeah, I'm in my kitchen / studio. I'm drinking, I discovered key lime LaCroix. Key lime LaCroix is the best one. I just discovered it yesterday. I got it at Grocery Outlet. And I can't stop drinking them. I have 3. You can't see it. I have 2 on the video right now, but there's 3 on my table. I'm down. I drank half a pack in 2 days, and I finished the bag of cashews. So I talked about my cashew issue yesterday, and they're gone. No more cashews. Are you on YouTube Live as well? Question from the audience. Are you on YouTube Live as well? No, I'm recording it for YouTube, but I'm on Instagram Live. I don't want to mention, you guys, okay, this is so annoying. Whenever I tune into a podcast, like if I go to the Apple podcast app or Spotify and I click a podcast and I know the people hosting it are live on Instagram and they're interacting with people, it's so annoying because it makes you feel like you weren't there. It's annoying because you can't see the comments and it's just like, I should ignore it, but I want to make it interactive tonight. You should do a live meet and greet with all your homies in Washington when you get there. That would be sick. I would love to rekindle the bonds with my high school friends. Mini croissants. Yes, mini croissants. Comment came in that said mini croissants. Mini croissants are what I said cashews are just mini croissants. Same mouthfeel, same enjoyment when you eat them. I finished a bag in 4 days for serving size 20 people. What the fuck? I tweeted yesterday. My tweet was, how do you stop eating fistfuls of cashews? That is my worst. I don't know how to stop. When I snack on shit that's salty and good, I don't know how to stop. How do you stop? I should just not, I don't know. Okay, guys, I'm uncomfortable right now. Episode 68, this is a train wreck. Trains are off the track. I can't people watch. It's dark out. My windows are shut. I'm so self-discipline has left the chat. I'm doing this at night again. Okay, that's an entire segment. I sabotaged myself today on this episode. That's an entire segment that's not being included right now. The people watching segment, because I can't look at people in the dark. So where are people now that you went to high school with? Ah, shit. I'm tripping up on my words. See where people are now that you went to high school with, and that would be fun. Oh, yeah. A lot of people have kids and they're married. That would be a fun thing to do. Hey, Jacqueline, what's it like to be on your own in your 20s? And I got 2 kids now and I'm married and you're just a single woman in San Diego. What's that life like? We could chit chat over that. How's life with, 2 kids? Because we both were at the same level in high school. We're both doing class. We're both doing sports and shit. And then we went to college. We're all the same thing. And then all of a sudden in your 20s, it's Some people go off and they have kids. Some people have, marriage and all that shit. And then some people are like me and they're like, I'm going to do a podcast 7 days a week. Now I got to scroll. Don't buy potato chips. See, I'm not into chips. I don't really buy chips. Isn't that weird? I eat so many fucking baby carrots. I haven't mentioned my baby carrot issue. Those are my chips. I love baby carrots. Okay. You stop until they're gone. That's how you stop. I mean, this is why there's obesity in America. They should, I don't know, like bags of nuts. I don't know. I shouldn't be mad at myself for eating so many nuts because I feel like they're like healthier and it's fine, but I don't know. I don't think I've ever had cashews by themselves until 4 days ago. I've only had them mixed up with other shit. So I was like, what the fuck? These are like little croissants. Ozzy, shout out Ozzy. He says, that's why I can't buy snacks because they're gone in a couple days or less. I think it was because I just like discovered them for the first time. And anyways. Same thing with LaCroix. No breaks. Key lime LaCroix, no breaks. It's half gone. I bought these, 2 days ago? There's like a 12 pack. Hey, I'm getting my water in. I got to keep an eye on the camera up top and on my Instagram live because guys, this is not a big production. Okay. My Canon G7X Mark II sounds fancy, but it cuts off at 24-ish minutes of video. And so I have to get up, pause it, come back. So I feel like I'm juggling. Oh my God, I'm juggling. Like this is like literally like cameras, audio, headset, camera, lights, camera, action. Holy. Okay, I need to scroll the comments. Okay, first of all, if you're listening, you're not on the live stream right now. How are you doing? It's Tuesday. What's happening in the world? I mean, I haven't touched the news today. I haven't even looked. I heard in my warm-up live stream in the locker room, someone said something about Nancy Pelosi. Something about that. I don't know what's going on. Let's look this up real time. Let's go on CNN.com real time and find out what happened today. Why not? Ooh, I know. Let's cross compare. I'm going to go to CNN.com and I'm going to go to Fox News. Fox. And just see what the headlines say. If they disagree and we disagree, if you're watching this and listening or whatever, and we disagree, that means it's working. They divided us and they're making their money and that's cool. That means it worked. Taco Tuesday. No, you guys don't say that in the comments. Everyone knows I don't. Okay. I'm laughing so. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I'm on CNN.com. Let's get back to the task at hand. Guys, every podcast now, I'm sniffing lavender. Helps calm me down and helps center myself. Okay, so my grandpa's dog died today, and I don't know which dog it was. This is not CNN.com or Fox News. My grandpa's dog died today. It's either Coco or Sophie, and Sophie is a cockapoo. And yeah, Sophie's the cockapoo, and Coco is a chocolate lab. And my mom responded in our group text. She said she like listed some things today. They're all big things that happened in our family, and one of them was Grandma and Grandpa's dog died. And she didn't disclose which one. So I was like, Coco, because Coco, I don't think it would be Sophie, even though Sophie's older. I was confused. And she just said yay back. My brother sent us a sad face. And I sent like a Coco question mark and she wrote yay. Oh, that means yeah. But that's totally that's totally my mom trying to say yeah. So it's the chocolate lab that died. And I don't know how. And I don't think she was old. Okay, are we going to go to CNN.com? I just had to get that off my chest. I'm a little bit... Guys, since I moved to San Diego and I'm away from family, not a lot, but a handful of people have passed in animals. And I, don't know how to feel or process it. I just feel like every time I go home, there's someone missing or something missing. And I feel like I don't know. I don't like it. Robert said Coco. Brothers in the chat, Robert says Coco. Yeah, Robert, Mom meant to say yeah, but she wrote yay. Okay, so I'm getting a question here. We're not going to go to CNN and Fox yet. Because, guys, I think there's going to be contradicting information from the two websites, and I think it's going to be fun to look at. And because I haven't seen the news today, so I just want to, like, I don't know. That'll be fun. So, question in the audience is why do people have, excuse me, why do people always take sulfides in the bathroom? Why do people always take selfies in the bathroom? I feel attacked. Okay, I threw a bunch of throwbacks up today. And I was in a bathroom a lot of the, I think in, I don't know, like 2 of the pics. Because there's a fucking mirror in there, and you see yourself, and you're feeling yourself, and you're like, I'm going to take a picture of my outfit. I feel good. That's why you do it. I don't understand how people, now I'll go further with that question. I don't understand how people can have a toilet and shit in the background, like literally a toilet full of shit in the background. Who knows if they flushed it? Who knows? Better to see you look okay in the bathroom mirror than walk to a different place. Okay. Anyways, let's go to CNN.com. This is what's important. You guys let's just fucking stay with me. So I was curious about their Road to 270 electoral votes maps, if those are consistent, because I heard that, or is it realclearpolitics.com took off some of Biden's electoral votes? Real Clear Politics. That's where you got to go. realclearpolitics.com. Whenever fucking what's his face? Shapiro says real clear politics. He says it so quickly, and I'm like, how do you say it so fast? I listen to him here and there, and I'm just like, he's like, real clear politics says that. I had a thought, by the way, in the car on the way to the gym yesterday. Did I go to the gym? Yeah, I did. Yesterday morning. And I was like, in my head, I was at a stoplight ready to turn left, and I'm like, should I try to up my game with how my voice sounds on my podcast? Excuse me, show. This is a show. Should I try to like sound more announcery and like a news host type of person? I don't know. It's so strange how I've never understood how people that were like, you know, longtime podcast hosts or even actors I hear never watch the movies they're in, or they can't watch the edits of it. But I've heard a lot of hosts say, I hate the sound of my own voice. I don't listen to my show. And I never understood that. I'm like, how could you do it? And now I'm in that seat. I'm like, wait, I can't stand the sound of my own voice. And I don't listen, and I'm there too. Okay. So, Real Clear Politics has, shit. God, this is a website I've never visited, and I don't know how to navigate it. Fuck. I just want to look at their maps of the United States to cross compare. And then I want to look at headlines. I'm just seeing a lot of, like, I had the news on mute today, and every now and then I'd glance and it was a lawyer talking. I don't know what's going on. But CNN definitely still has Biden at, oh shit. I hate when I minimize Chrome. Why did I minimize Chrome? Now I expanded it to full screen, and now I have to, God, I don't know how to use my computer. Yeah, they've still got, I think CNN still has Biden at 279, Trump at 214. Okay. This is what you get on Fox today. Reporters give president-elect kid glove treatment. Bash GOP in his first Q&A since election was called. I don't know what's going on. This is boring. People are dipping out on my Instagram live. Should I quit? Should I just throw in the towel? I'm doing this for the love of it. I'm not doing it for the eyeballs and the ears. I'm more about the ears and the eyes. So if you're not watching this, I don't give a fuck. Stay off your screens. Reduce your screen time. Don't watch Jacqueline. Don't watch her show on a screen. Listen to her. And go on a hike. Go running. Go outside. Get fresh air. Do something productive while you listen. I joked at like episode 5. I said, I want this because we all have an issue with attention spans. I'm like, I want this show to be your attention span workout where you sit upright on your couch or in your kitchen or whatever, and you play it, and you don't do anything else. You just sit there and listen like it's the 20s. And you just sit around your phone with my podcast on and you listen attentively the entire time. You could try it and get back to me. Shoot me a DM if you've ever done that. Because here and there I'll kind of lay down and I'll listen to a podcast and be fully present. It's great. Okay, so Real Clear Politics has Biden at 259 electoral votes and Trump/Pence at 214. So that's what I heard. They reduced Biden down from the 279 that CNN still has. Fox isn't showing a map. Their website's kind of annoying. Although okay, I just love okay, let's go to CNN. There's so many headlines. Like, I don't know what okay. Okay. I'm at 23 minutes. I gotta pause this. You guys, just a sec, okay? 1 sec. Fuck. Shit. Oh, I didn't pause it on my computer. Guys, see, this is the part. This is like the behind the scenes no one knows. Because I'm live right now, but I'm not actually. This isn't gonna be in the actual episode. I have to pretend like I just left off. This is what I want to say about the information age. Okay? I get stressed out now as a host because I feel like I need to comment on what's going on in the world. And there's so much to know. There are so many countries. There are so many people doing things. So many headlines. I'm looking at CNN.com right now. There's so many headlines. You can go and there's 15 fucking tabs. I can go into US, world, politics, business, opinion, health, entertainment, style, travel, sports, video. I get stressed out and I don't like it. I don't know what to do. And I feel obligated. I need to get this. I need to nip this in the ass. Episode 68, I need to nip this in the ass. Sniff some lavender. Someone said to sniff some lavender. Okay. I need to nip it in the ass that I'm not showing up on this show for you guys as a news reporter. I don't give a fuck. But I feel like an uneducated piece of shit if I don't say something about news and what's going on. If I showed up, for example, Alex Trebek from Jeopardy died. I didn't mention that, and I forgot to mention it on the day it happened because of course I did a show on the day after and the day it happened, and I never mentioned it. And I feel like I can't miss on important world events, or else I'll sound like a dumb fuck. What if I just made a podcast about Thanksgiving side dishes? That's what someone wanted me to talk about earlier. I haven't touched that topic yet. I don't want to talk about Thanksgiving side dishes, okay? Green beans, mashed potatoes, stuffing. If your great aunt brings a Jell-O salad, that's cool too. We do ham and turkey usually. And then my mom, she does prime rib on Christmas. My mom's hosting it this year, and I just helped her for the last couple of days. Life update. Am I still recording? Fuck. I gotta escape. I'm in full screen mode on my Chrome, and I don't like it. Okay, my mom is buying a new table because she's hosting Thanksgiving this year, and I've been helping her find it. It's a glass table. It's got these cool comfy chairs going around it. It's circular. Okay. Technical difficulties. Oh, someone asked me about Thanksgiving. Is mac and cheese a side dish or a main dish? Definitely a side dish. The main... So, okay, wait. Everything but turkey is a side dish on Thanksgiving. Think about it. Turkey is the symbolic bird. It's that bitch that's everyone's thing. Their main focus. When you're in the buffet line at a Thanksgiving party... I still don't know if I'm recording or not. When you're in the Thanksgiving buffet line, that you have to put turkey. Guys, if you're vegan, eat your tofurkey, whatever. Everyone gets that turkey first. That's your first mission. Then everything after that's a side dish. Then you go over to your mashed potatoes. Then you go over to your green beans, your stuffing. What else do I have on Thanksgiving? Cranberries. Oh my God. If you don't have cranberries on Thanksgiving, you need to get on it. And I dude, ocean spray, cranberry sauce, or get the fuck out. Don't make it homemade. And I feel like every year someone in my family makes it homemade, and I have to be like, yeah, it's great, but I want that can. I want that can. Okay? Give me the Ocean Spray crayon can. The crayon can. The crayon can. Unpopular opinion in the comments. Ham is better than turkey. I don't like ham. I get grossed out by ham. I watched so many guys when I was vegan. So I've told my vegan story. I was like vegan for 3 years. It got so dark to the point where I would find myself, I was in college, right? And I was like staying up late studying and shit. And then like my pre-bedtime ritual was going on vegan Instagram accounts. And there's like a dark there. I don't know if it's all blocked or you know how Instagram censors everything, which side tangent, Trump put out something that was like, because yes, I follow our president of the United States on Instagram and Twitter. Big fan of his tweets. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I saw that he had posted a factual piece of information about celebrating the 245th year of the Marines or something. And it literally, when I shared that post, it was like, are you sure you want to share this? It's something about like, there may be inaccurate information being shared that will fuck up the election. I'm like, this is a fact. The Marines have been around for 245 years. Trump posted something about it today. That's a fact. But yet they don't. So someone, I gotta say this to Instagram right now. Fire someone out there that's that algorithm that's or whatever that's doing that for when people share posts is assuming everything Trump posts is going to be like incorrect and false information. And it wasn't. Okay, so I don't know. We were going to go back to that unpopular opinion about ham being better than turkey. Oh, no. I was going to talk about the dark side of vegan Instagram. Because I thought maybe now it would be blocked or whatever. You can't see it. I was like, you go into an account and then you'd scroll really deep and then you'd find like slaughterhouse videos of little pigs and shit. And I was watching a lot of those. And so I can't eat ham. I still eat bacon. I still eat ham. But I still think about those videos I saw. And it was traumatizing. But, yeah, those days are gone. But see, if you're vegan and you're at Thanksgiving, there's options. I feel like a lot of people do vegan Thanksgivings now. That's awesome. Good for you. I think you guys are doing great things. Just don't shame me for switching back to my old team, my meat eating team. Okay, there's not much action going on the live stream right now. I wanted to go and check in on the news. Okay, so now my browser is fucking... I minimized it, then I went to full screen. I don't know how to use this computer. I just want it to look normal. Open location. My dad's so techie with computers, he would know what to do. Oh god, I just opened a new window. I don't know how to use this. I have a MacBook Pro. Quick flex right there, and it's a little too professional for me, apparently. I don't know what to fucking do. Shit. Okay, like, okay, something happened here at the Pentagon. So, CNN.com. Since Monday, 4 top defense officials have been fired or resigned and replaced by perceived Trump loyalists. Dun dun dun. So yeah, I did repost something today about how Trump fired someone who during the rioting and everything was against military intervention, and he like wasn't allowing that to happen or something along those lines. So he fired that guy today. So now people are saying that if the election turns around and Trump is reelected and whatever, and again, I'm palms up. I don't fucking know what's happening. I'm not trying to act like I know what's happening. I'm not watching the news. I'm looking at the news for the first time today. Don't attack me. I'm just kind of like whatever, but people are saying if he gets reelected and there's rioting, there's going to be a military intervention because that guy's out. And then people are not going to be able to fuck around and loot Gucci and shit and Target. I don't know. Oh god, I said it. Maybe did I say this in the beginning of the podcast? I'm like, I'm kind of living for 2020 in the most sick way right now. And I'm ashamed of this. Does anyone out there, okay, I don't have much going on in my life right now other than my sick awesome, cool, amazing podcast show. So any drama out there is kind of fun to follow. And this whole election shit package delivery to my eyeballs and ears every day is okay, here's what it is. I wake up, drink my coffee. If I check in on the news, I'm doing that. And then at some point in the day, I'm on TikTok and people are talking about what's going on. And it's dramatic. And there's people to conspiratizing shit, conspiracy. I can never, what is the word? Conspiring. I was looking for that word yesterday. If you listen to episode 67, I was looking for that word yesterday and I couldn't find it. And today I found it. Let's have a moment of silence for that. Conspiring. Word of the day, conspiring. So yeah, you see the news, it's like basic bitch, people, talking heads, boring. And then you go over to TikTok and it's like drama. And then you go over to Instagram, it's a lot of reposts with like more drama. And then you go to Twitter and it's like it's so fucking fun. No one talks about that. I'm living for 2020. I'm finally going, life is a movie. I'm the main character. Welcome to my show. Everyone around me is doing shit that's crazy and dramatic and exciting. And I'm sitting back with my popcorn just going, this is fun as shit. Life is so fun. It's all, like, I realized this when I was watching the Alex Jones Rogan episode. And Tim Dillon was also on it. But watching it was making me realize how much I don't know about the world and how, like, fucking crazy fun it is to realize you're just like a nobody and there's people in power that are involved in shit that I have like zero understanding of. Fucks me up. It fucks me up a little bit. Because I think it's easy, okay, like on a serious-ish note, I feel like it's easy to get overwhelmed and concerned and in your head about world events. And when you have that perspective, you're like, it's just entertainment, it's just interesting, and kind of take a step back, it's a good fucking time. I can't wait. This is the thing. I'm also just looking forward to the movies about 2020. Remember the movies about 2012 and it was like the world's gonna end on December 21st, 2012? What's going on now isn't at that level of destruction, but this is like a baby step. And this is what didn't happen in 2012. This is what didn't happen in 2012. Hi, my boss is here. Guys, oh my gosh. Live stream update. My boss is in the building. Hi, Michael. I'm doing my podcast right now live, and I'm live streaming. So I'm taking questions. I'm taking anything you want to know. Yeah, we're doing this. I'm in, I don't know, like 30 minutes in right now. What was I just talking about? Guys, now I have stage fright. I got 2 cameras on me. I got a lot happening. Guys, I don't know what to do now. I'm not professional, boss. I know you know that about me, but I'm nervous if I swear. I'm nervous if I trip up. Should I just end the show now? I don't know what to do. Guys, this is real life. Welcome to my life. So anyways, I was just talking about life is a movie this year, and it's so fun to follow. It's so fun to follow. Okay, someone asked me on my warm-up Instagram live about Amazon, like wish lists, Christmas stuff. So I thought I could go to Amazon and look up what's currently in my cart, what's on my, I put lists together. So let me go to Amazon. Because someone was like, when do you want, like, the Christmas gift stuff? There's, like, whole sections on Amazon for it. That buy now button needs to go away. I pulled that trigger twice today on stuff I don't need. So, yep. Do you guys feel like this is getting dry right now? Because I'm nervous because I feel like my boss is watching. I'm nervous about anything I say. Oh, question in the comments. I'll go to Amazon. One sec. About what didn't happen in 2012. Remember, it was like the end of the world was supposed to happen. 2012, the Mayans predicted with their calendar December 21st. And on that day, I loved it because Australia and New Zealand, they're so far ahead. So whenever I woke up, or like the day before, you could see, because they were already ahead of us, people were posting funny pics on Twitter of like volcanoes and shit, like everything blowing up, like fake pictures. And it never happened, obviously. But I'm saying, like, this is the first time in my life this year has been the most, I guess you would say, not destructive, but doomsday than any other year I've lived in. So, anyways, I want to quickly, I got just a few minutes left here. Again, you guys go to patreon.com/tjms if you want to support the show. Everyone gets a shout out. Everyone gets my exclusive content on Patreon. You can watch us on YouTube. You can, sorry, I got a notification on my phone. Oh God, I'm tripping up, and this is where I'm doing my plugs. You can go to YouTube to watch this and subscribe on the podcast app. All the things. Okay, so Christmas gifts on Amazon. How are you guys doing? Happy Tuesday. Oh, should I do Christmas gifts for women? Because I have like 90% guys listening, so let's do it. I mean, girls love things. We like cute things. No, you know what? I'm going to do what you guys asked for. I'm going to go to my cart. I'm going to go to my list and talk about some things. So I pulled the trigger on something that was very inexpensive. I got a new planner. By the way, if you're a nerd like me and you like to write all your notes about your life on paper, your schedule, I don't like calendars necessarily that are like Google calendars and stuff. I've used them before, but I just like to write it down. I like to hold it. I write like literally so much every day. And guys, I feel like, let me show off I'm flexing on my viewers right now. I used to write so much for the podcast and I slacked off. I don't do it anymore. But if you like planners and you like writing down your schedule, get the Day Designer Planner. The Day Designer Planner. It is so good because it has time slots in it. It's here, let me go to like a blank. I'll show the camera. It has like all the entire week when you open it, and like if you open it and it has the entire week, and then each day has time from like 6 a.m. till like 9 p.m. And then it's just really simple, but I like that you can chunk things out and write by times. So it's really nice. And I don't like planners where you have to, there's like bullet points, you just write to-do lists. I like when there's time. Okay, so I pulled the trigger and bought that on Amazon. I pulled the trigger and got some earrings on Amazon. What else? I have, oh my gosh, let me tell you what's currently in my cart. A reverse osmosis, no, let me read it. SimPure Y5 Instant Hot Reverse Osmosis Water Filtration System. Countertop Reverse Osmosis Water Filter. Because I really need a water filter. I buy it, you guys, this is so terrible for the environment. I have jugs, you know, I do this thing and I'm not proud of that. So I want to get a filter. I also have in my cart a Supply Giant 18-inch long pre-cut black steel pipe that I didn't buy because I was going to use that as my expander on my new curtains I installed. But I realized that I'm just going to makeshift it and now it looks terrible. So I put eucalyptus leaves around the middle part of my curtains to make it look less stupid. So, because I used tape, I basically found, I told you this story on an earlier podcast. I used my Swiffer duster and I like broke it so that just the tube was showing, and then I wrapped it with black tape and made that my curtain rod expander. So let me just like delete this out of my cart. Don't need it. Crispy Collection. Next up, we got Crispy Collection hair accessories for girls. Assorted elastic ponytail holders. 24 pieces. These are those Snoop Dogg looking beads that you put in your hair. Like if you braid your hair, you put they have like two little balls at the end that they're like dangly. So I got those in my cart, all different colors. I thought it'd be fun I used to wear those when I was little. And if you haven't noticed, everything about me now is so childlike. And here's Frankie. Let me get Frankie. I just like cute shit. I don't know what's happening. I don't know if I'm reverting back to my is this Benjamin Button? No, what is this? So yeah, I'm like, oh, I remember wearing those hair ties when I was a little girl, so I'm gonna get them again. And is the steel still hanging out in there? The steel still hanging out? Question in the comments. Sorry if you're new. This is my Instagram live, asking questions. The steel. Wait, like elaborate. Are you talking about the pipe in my cart, the black pipe? The steel pipe? Or are you talking about my curtains? If it's hanging out? No, it's like covered. The eucalyptus covered it. Side conversation with my Instagram live. By the way, you can follow me on Instagram. I'm just plugging myself today. I got blue light blocking aviators. I thought they'd be cute. But you can tell, this is the thing. I hate when like blue blockers look like blue blockers. I don't want them to look like blue blockers. Blue blockers, that's fun to say. Okay. Sorry. Back to the question. People want to know if my morbidly obese, sorry, I don't know what's the politically correct term to say. My extremely overweight plush seal is still in my cart on Amazon. And it's in my Christmas gift section. Okay. I'm thinking about getting it for someone special in my life, and instead of giving it to myself, because just like I gave away the pony to that lady in the grocery store, the white pony, I told that story a couple days ago. I want to give away things that I want for myself for Christmas to other people, and because I don't need it. So what else is in my cart? Some Jessica Simpson crossband soft plush memory foam house slide with anti-skid sole slipper leopard print slippers. I've been buying a lot of cozy shit, so when I go home, I'm going to be like warm because it's so cold up in Washington. I cannot get over how the temperature drops to like the 50s now, and I am freezing. And if it was 50 back home in Washington back in the day, I would be like in a tank top and shorts living for it. Is this boring? Let me just do a list here. I'll read off a list I have on Amazon. I'm so obsessed with writing lists on Amazon. I hate episode 68 because I feel jumbled and discombobulated, and then my boss showed up and I feel nervous that I said something that's going to get me fired. Your lists. Let's go to daily essentials. Why not? Have I talked about this before? I feel like I have. I do have a nose hair trimmer in there that I've never purchased. I think it was on an infomercial and I got inspired. I got influenced by an infomercial to buy a nose hair trimmer, and I should just delete it because that's making me feel like gross. I don't have a hairy nose. My nose is fine. I have my vitamin D. I get Nature-Wise vitamin D. I don't know. Oh my God, there's 43,000 fucking reviews on this vitamin D. Of course I bought it. Does anyone else do that on Amazon? Whenever there's like, I don't know, 10,000 plus reviews on something, I just immediately buy now. I'm like, oh, it's a done deal. Because no amount of 1-star reviews on something reviewed 10,000 times or 50,000 or whatever is going to make me not buy it. Like, I'm not persuaded by those 1-star reviews. Not at all. And it never happens to me. Whenever I buy stuff when people rip apart the product on the reviews, it never happens to me. I always have a good experience. So, life hack, just buy it. Buy it now. I have retinol in my daily essentials. That's boring. I use rock retinol. I do 3 months off, 3 months on, 3 months off, 3 months on, 3 months off, 3 months off. I don't want to get no shit done to my face. I feel like just being a little chubby makes your wrinkles fill in a little bit. I noticed that this year. Fills in those little crevices. Just eat those cashews, Jacqueline. It's okay. Oh, we got a pillow. So, hi. We're going to talk about this pillow I have in my daily essentials. 11,000 reviews. Guys, this is boring. I got some kitchen gloves. I've got light bulbs. I've got poopery, squatty potty essential. What is this? For guests, you know, in your bathroom. I got Amazon Basics legal pads. I like to write on legal pads. I got soft scrub for my shower tiles. And oh my gosh, guys, this is my goal before I go home for Thanksgiving. I decided, so Ozzy, it records for 24 minutes and then it cuts off. So go support me on patreon.com/tjms so I can upgrade my G7X Mark II to a G7X Mark III and have unlimited recording time. Thanks. So it's like $600. I should just exchange it because it's the same price. I could just like do a little whoop swappy swap, but I hate selling shit on eBay and it's so annoying to have to do that. What was I saying? Oh, so I made a goal before I go home for my Thanksgiving trip to basically not worry about cleaning, not worry about anything until the last week before I go, and I'll do a one deep clean because I'll be home for a month. So I just feel like if I waste time now cleaning my shower tiles, I'm mentioning that because I have soft scrub in my Amazon cart, it's going to be a waste of time. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just like do it on the Wednesday before I leave and call it good. And I'm also getting my nails done. I'm getting a tan. I'm getting my hair done. Whenever I go home, I feel like I need to look on point for my family or else they're all going to think there's something wrong with me. Because they already think there's something wrong with me. So if I look like there's something wrong with me, it's going to be even worse. They don't think something's wrong with me. I feel like now they're like, "Oh, Jacqueline's finally Jacqueline. Yay, we're proud of her." But like, or she's finally like getting there, I guess, because I wasn't there earlier this year. But I don't know. I don't want anyone to worry about me. Okay, question in the comments. You getting your sling for when you go home? Yeah. You listened to episode 67. I mentioned people should wear arm slings when they don't want to do anything. Like, it should be the universal signal out in public if you have an arm sling on to just don't fuck with that person. They don't want to work. They don't want to do a chore. They don't want to hold the door at CVS. That's a automatic door. They don't want to hold the door at a gas station. Ew, gas station doors. Nasty. Okay, guys, I'm going to do real quick here. Enough with the Amazon what was in my list. I don't know, the daily essentials list. This is what I learned today because every podcast is a learning experience. And let's talk about it. Let's debrief. I learned that I like to perform for my Instagram live, but I don't know how to do that. I don't mean like perform for you guys, but I feel like I can't neglect you. And so I think it's my peripheral vision, seeing your comments coming in and shit is really making me flustered as a host. And I don't think I'm ready for this step as a podcaster. I don't know if I'm ready to do multitasking like this. It was fun. We had some chit chat about random stuff, which is nice. So you guys contributed to the conversation a little bit today, but I don't know. At least I had fun and I learned something. So hey, that's the goal of every show. It's a lifelong learning experience. I'm in this bitch for 30 years. This is my 30-year plan. That's it. Someday I'll get good at it. Maybe year 5. I'm guessing around 5 years, if I had to guess. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to hold my breath. I'm going to hold my breath for as long as I can hold my breath. And as I'm holding my breath, you guys have to write something in the comments on my Instagram live, or else I'll die. So here we go. Wait, let me do warm-up breaths. Okay, wait. Is this stupid? I've never done this. It's like interactive. Okay, wait. Get ready to ask questions. I need like everyone to say something. You could say one. You could, no emojis. Just say like, get your question ready, get your comment ready, get your something. And then I'll read them and then I'll leave. And I'll do my shout outs for my patrons. Okay. I haven't held my breath since I went swimming in a swimming pool. Guys, I'm like nervous. I live alone. Oh my god. Okay, wait. Okay, I'm gonna get my deep belly breaths going. I've been doing a lot of yoga. I should be good at this. Okay, ready? There's like not even anyone in this chat who gives a fuck. I love it how yesterday I podcasted or I Instagram live for 4 hours with like literally 5 people the entire time. It was so lit. Okay, ready? This is bullshit. No one's saying anything. Like immediately, if I was gonna, okay, listen. I'm about to like leave my Instagram live right now and totally block everyone in it because listen, if I was witnessing a woman, I'll pull the woman card. If I was listening to a woman or watching her on her Instagram live say that she is gonna hold her breath, and when she holds her breath, it's my cue to ask her a question or post a comment that's something interesting for the show to contribute to the conversation today. And knowing that she lives alone and no one's there to save her life if she suffocates, knowing that, I would immediately do something. As soon as I held my breath just there, I would have had something ready to go, ready to fire. And no, there's not a delay. There's not a delay on my live, okay? There's no delay. So whatever these questions, and I know these, I'm sorry I didn't ask a question, shit, all these comments showing up late, there's no delay, okay? Don't even play right now. There's not a 15-second delay. No, this is not NBC, this is not CNN, I'm not a news reporter out in the field going. Back to you, John. Okay, Ozzy said he asked a question. Guys, I'm just fucking around. Okay, this is my show. I just like to have fun. Question from Ozzy. How was yoga today? Okay, great question. We'll finish. This is the last question, then I gotta leave because look, I haven't eaten dinner. Do I need to eat? Guys, does it look like I need to eat? Should I? Yet? No, I shouldn't say that. That's so triggering for some people. I should not say shit like that. That's yeah, that's like bad. Okay, sorry. I'm like joking because I feel like I'm on camera and I just feel like a slob. Okay. So, great question, Ozzy, about yoga today. So both directions I move my neck hurt and going back hurts. The only thing that feels kind of good is like a slight forward lean, which makes sense because that's my natural position. My natural tech neck position is slightly forward and down. Like, so I couldn't do yoga. I tried to do it. Like I was in a downward dog this morning, doing my morning yoga, and I was in so much pain because tucking my chin, like it still hurt. So great question. I didn't do yoga today. In fact, I will be doing it after dinner. Yes, I'll be eating. Guys, that's a joke. I gained weight this year. I'm open about it. Everyone gained, if you didn't gain weight, I'm jealous of you and bitter, but I'm joking because I feel like a chubby chipmunk today. It's because all the salt, you know what it is? Guys, it's the salt from the cashews. It's the salt from the cashews. I couldn't help myself. I couldn't stop. I could not. Now I know what cashews are. I guess I didn't know before. Making my face puffy. I'm a girl. I'm insecure about my appearance sometimes. It's cool. It's normal, okay? I shouldn't talk. I should not be talking about my weight around my polar bear. This polar bear right now. No, he's not iceless in the North Pole. He's here in sunny San Diego. He's well fed. I should not be talking about my weight around him because he's a little chunky dunk. Question before I go. I said that was the last question, but I'll do this one. What are your go-to yoga YouTube channels? Great question. Travis Elliott is my favorite. And Tara Stiles. Is it Tara Stiles? There's Yoga with Adrienne, but she does a lot of more gentle beginner stuff. I like her bedtime yoga, but my favorite is Travis Elliott right now. And I like I think the person's voice and how, like, what they say during the class is important. So, Like if you get annoyed by it the whole time, that's gonna suck. But I like Travis Elliott and Tara Styles. Um, it has to be the salt. Yeah, you can see it in my face. I'm getting fat shamed right now on my Instagram live. Hey, it's all good. Have you had macadamia nuts? Yes. Those are the things where I'm like, I ball out on free range, grass fed, organic. The cow was petted, he was nurtured type of meat. Like, I buy the most expensive possible meat because that's something I learned throughout my veganism, watching all those slaughterhouse videos of, factory farms. I did learn about sustainable, not, well, ethical farming practices and butchering. And now I ball out on the expensive meat. That's just what I choose to do. But it's interesting how I see the price on macadamia nuts at Whole Foods and I'm like, absolutely fucking not. You get like what? A 2-cup container for $24? I can't justify, like, my brain doesn't understand that for macadamia nuts. I need to go harvest them. I need to fly to Hawaii and harvest them myself. And like, well, can you do that? I remember going to Hawaii and there's this big thing with like, at the airport, they're like, are you transporting any produce from the mainland? Like, they're so paranoid that a fucking watermelon is going to cross contaminate with their crops in Hawaii. I was like, what is this? Question about nuts. We're talking about nuts right now. I'm nervous. I'm uncomfortable about this topic. Okay. I'm triggered by this topic. What about chestnuts? Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Have I cracked open a chestnut before? I feel like I have. It's like a Christmas time thing. Yeah, I have. Chestnuts are good. Or those hazelnuts. We always had, when I think about Christmas time back home, we always had these, like, I grew up around the coast in Washington. We ate so much crab, so much lobster, so much, what else? Like, just so much shellfish, oysters. My neck hurts. That hurt. Fuck. No. Fuck. Yes, Ozzy, you've eaten walnuts. But we always had these pinchers that look like little crab pinchers to crack open your crab, which is kind of funny if you think about it. That's a great idea. But I would always use those to open Christmas nuts because we'd have like fancy nuts hanging around the house during Christmas parties. And we had nutcrackers, like the actual, like we had these metal nutcrackers, but we also had the crab pincher legs to open the chestnuts. And and they were red and I always like using those. Mussels? Yeah, I've eaten mussels. I like mussels and pasta. I feel like that's where I've eaten mussels. I don't just eat like my shit. I'm a shellfish. I'm a shellfish bitch. I like shellfish. Love oysters. Love oysters. That was an acquired taste. I warmed up my taste buds with little steamers. My family would all go clamming. I think we were illegally clam digging. I don't know if it's legal. We'd have to know what the tides were doing. And my dad had these like waiter boots and shit on, like suspender water waders. I don't know. And we'd all go out there and like dig for clams. And I started with little steamers because I couldn't do oysters. I was always jealous of my sister because she could eat oysters and I couldn't. And she was only a year older than me. So I started out with little steamers and we'd butter them up really good. And we butter them up. Sorry, my Instagram live paused because I got a 20% battery notification because I have an iPhone 7 and it dies really fast now. And then then I graduated to the oysters. And I remember I was at a winery. I think I was in like 6th grade or something. I don't know. My mom was doing something for work. She just happened to be at a winery. And I remember going to the barbecue and there were oysters there. And that's when I started eating oysters. I'm like, wait, these are good. As long as you butter them up. I can eat them raw now, but what else do I like? Yeah, clams, oysters, crab. Oh my gosh, fresh Dungeness crab. The best. What else is so like Seattle of me? I don't know. I just like love seafood. Can it just be Christmas already? Oh, we're talking about Christmas. Someone's getting in their feels right now in the comments. I get triggered, by the way, by all these like Macy's commercials where it's all like happy snappy. Everyone's wearing sparkly heels and clothes, and the kids look happy as fuck and they're wearing sweaters. I get triggered by that. I'm like, it gets under my skin because I'm like, it's not what that's selling a fantasy that's not realistic for a lot of people. And it's depressing, kind of, especially in 2020 that they're putting out happy snappy Macy's commercials. I'm just throwing Macy's under the rug. Like Michael Kors does it. Like they all have these glam Christmas commercials, and I'm like, damn it. This is why this is why we have depression issues, because people have this expectation of what's supposed to be, and then that's not their life, and then they're sad. What's a realistic Christmas commercial? You visit your mom's house and you visit your dad's house and everyone's fighting, and maybe someday we'll see that in commercials. I don't know. I don't watch TV that much, but I just got an answer about my dad's suspenders for clam digging. I got told by my mansplainer, my favorite person ever, Ozzy, said they are water suspenders. Thank you. I need to go fishing. I need to do something. I need to get out of the house. Someone take me fishing. I don't know. Can I go fishing in December back home? What's season? I don't know. Is that like bass season? I don't fucking know. I realized today, I'm like, my life, I feel different. I live in California now, but I feel like I can't, not that I can't relate to people here, but if you grew up here and you never, like, I grew up in such a different place than, like, the lifestyle, the activities are so different. And I'm finally noticing that after a couple of years living here. I'm like, whoa, it's so different. Okay, I'm going to end this live stream and end the podcast. I need to eat dinner. I need to stretch. I'm going to do yoga, but I'm going to do like lower body stuff that doesn't involve my shoulders and my neck. And fish American Lake in San Diego. Is that down here? I need to catch a fucking fish. And I don't want to do like ocean fish. I want to go to a river. I want to go to a lake. I want to drive somewhere. And I want to just, the ocean is fun. I like going out, like spear fishing, that type of shit. Anyways, I need to end the podcast, do yoga, eat, upload all this, get to bed at a good time, and be self-disciplined. The goal tomorrow is to be self-disciplined and do this in the morning instead of at night. Oh, American lakes in Washington. There's so many lakes in Washington. Ross Lake, fucking Clear Lake, I don't know, Big Lake, back where I live. The Salton Sea terrifies me, Ozzy, because it has earthquakes every I get the San Diego earthquake updates, and there was an earthquake storm the other week that was there was a total of 52 baby earthquakes, and that terrifies me. Like, I just imagine if there's an earthquake by the Salton Sea, it just splits in half, and then if you're in it in a boat fishing, you just like fucking fall between the earth. The water would just like go in the crack, and you just sink in. I guess your boat would stay afloat though. That would be I feel like I want to experience something dramatic like that, but I survive. But I don't know the scenario. I don't want to talk about this right now. I get really uncomfortable about being scared, and I don't like thinking about it. I'm a human being. I don't like thinking about death and shit. Ah! I don't like this. I don't know what just happened. Okay, I'm going to end the podcast. Thank you guys for listening today. Thanks for learning with me about multitasking and trying to stay on topic about, you know, my day, what people want to know in the Instagram Live, and all my rants and thoughts. So, yeah, tomorrow, episode 69 is coming your way on Wednesday. Yeah, okay, so patreon.com/tjms if you want to support the show. YouTube to watch this. And subscribe to the podcast on the podcast app and leave a review. I totally get it. Today was like a good 1 to 2 star type of episode. So go ahead and leave a honest review. I get it. And yeah, have a great day. I'll talk to you tomorrow. All right. Bye, guys. All right. Today's patreon.com/tjms patron shout outs. are about to go down, and I'm feeling insecure right now because I'm on my live stream and I have one of my patrons watching, and I feel like now he sees me exhausted after I finish the episode having to do this. And I'm just like, great, now I have to fucking do my shout outs. Like I said that under my breath as he's watching me. So Ozzy, I'll shout you out first. Shout out Ozzy. First person, first patron. Thank you for your support. Next up we have Ricky Jensen. Then we have Trevor Garrett. And Eagle One. You guys are my you're my quad squad. You guys have great quads. There's 4 of you. You're my quad squad. Before Ozzy joined the club, it was my 3 amigos, and now it's the quad squad. So thank you for your support. I get to do this every day. I'm living my dream. It's so fun, and you guys are helping me out. So thank you. I'll talk to you tomorrow for Wednesday's episode 69 podcast. All right, bye.